Well, the initiative is called Water for Life. And it started, I was going out on tour, and I'm doing 4 continents. And I said, when I get to these cities, I don't want to just go to the city and perform and just leave. I wanted to touch culture. And then after that, that morphed into, well, I should take up a cause while I'm there. I know it's some of these countries, places that I'm going, are facing difficulties. And then when I start looking around for causes to attach myself to, I came across water, which is number 1. I mean, it's the most basic of necessities. Then I realized it was over 1 billion people without access to clean water and sanitation. So, of course, that's a huge undertaking for me. I'm a private citizen, so I start looking for people to partner with. MTV, because of the vehicle and how powerful they are at getting the word out to the youth, and the UN. I mean, who better to go into these countries and, you know, try to affect some type of change. I went into shanty towns, met a young lady named Bella. That affected me the most profoundly, Bella, because she's 14 years old, she's in the 4th grade, and she weighs about 80 pounds. And the water that she's carrying, she goes in this two 20-liter buckets, I believe. It was difficult for me to carry. You know, so it has to weigh about 30, 35 pounds. She's about 80 pounds, like almost half her weight. And she has to walk a half a mile. And it's open sewage in the street. You know, it's not, I have on boots right now. You know, she doesn't have boots and you know, different things like that. So it's more common than not in those areas. So when you go to see it, it's very profound. You know, what's happening out there. I mean, the numbers are staggering. I was in a rural area in Durban, and it was with these other school students, and I walked down the hill with them where they had to go, because their problem is different in the city. In the city, you can run one pipe and bring water to a 20-block radius. In rural areas, it's so spread apart that it's more difficult to lay the pipes for everyone to get water. So they're walking down to a river. They just I'm thinking we're going to a well. So they go down to a river, these other girls in Durban, put the bucket in the water and take the water, and that's it. You know, that water, it was brown, first and foremost. They're sharing it with livestock. And animals are animals, so they can defecate in the water or anything. You know, it was really difficult. You know, like I said, it was 1 billion people without access to clean water, so we start building these play pumps. It's a simple device. There's no parks out there, so there's no monkey bars and recreation out there, so it's this merry-go-round. So the kids sit on the merry-go-round and they play. And as they play, the water is pumping water into this storage tank. So, I mean, it just made so much sense in so many different ways. The thing about it is a very solvable problem. It's not wildly expensive. You know, it takes awareness, one, and it takes pressure on the people that's in charge, the government officials, whatever, to implement these programs. So they just lay pipe down and bring water to communities.